All right, in this video I want to show you how you are going to do your name, or the name of your person, your civil rights leader, underneath. So you have two lines that I helped draw for you underneath on the cardboard. And the first thing that you are going to do is take a ruler and you're going to trace those lines with a permanent black marker. Like that. And I'm going to do another one underneath. Now, most students would tend to just go ahead and just write their civil rights leader right underneath, but I want you to think about the spacing. So this civil rights leader, although this is not done, I get that, but I just need to show you this part. Her name is Fannie Lou Hamer. So what you're going to do, and you can use this space cardboard because it's going to just get thrown away when you're done, is we want to try and figure out the spacing so that this is going to fit really nicely up here. So what you're going to do is you're going to count your spaces. You're going to count the space before, the space in the middle of her name, and then the space afterwards. So count each of these as all the way across and then total it at the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so half of 18 is 9. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is my halfway point. This is the 9 count. So now I want to kind of divide this in half, and you can do 4 or 5. It really doesn't matter. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I'll do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. So here I'm going to have 5 letters, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to just try and keep it consistent. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now that you know kind of your spacing, you're going to go up here and you're going to measure your space across. Well, this is approximately, my particular piece here is almost about 10 inches across, roughly. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just trying to do an estimate. I'm going to take my pencil, and notice I'm not using my permanent marker anymore. I've set that aside. I now have a pencil. So my halfway mark is going to be 5 inches. And half of 5 inches is going to be 2.5. And 1, 2.5. Somewhere in there. Okay? So these are my halfway points. So then what this does is this tells you that you're going to get these letters into these spaces. So I might start with it'll tell you how big you need to make your letters or how small you need to make your letters. So if I start with a space here, I'm going to start with, and I could probably come in a little bit, make them a little bit even bigger. This is where you're going to play around. And it's okay if it works out a little bit differently and you have a little bit bigger space inside. You can just create a bigger space in here. And then another space. But you can see how the spaces have kind of evened out. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect. You know, if we were doing this perfectly, yes, you would want to have this all mathematically figured out. And some of you might have names that work perfectly mathematically figured out. Mine happen to not. So I'm just kind of judging it. But do you see all my letters are similar in size? They're spaced out. They make sense. Now I can go back with my permanent marker again. And now that I have it all penciled in, I can just go over my letters. There you go. And now you are done, and you are on to the absolute last step. So see if you can't make your name go nicely across, well spaced out.